Oh. Hey, ghosts and ghouls. Welcome to a Big Brother recap show / Halloween party, and we have prizes. But before we get to all that, I'm sure your first question is, who are you? Obviously, I'm Scott. I'm Scott after the girls put makeup on him outside of the house after he saw Shane, who punched him in the eye, and then he got a gay little hat. So I'm Scott after the girls made him up and put a gay little hat on him, but then Shane punched him in the eye. That's my Halloween costume. It's themed. Anyway, back to the point. If you guys want to watch any of these shows back, you can check them out at yourrealityrecaps.com/BBOTT. See all of our recap shows, our spoilers, flashback times are over at yourrealityrecaps.com/BBOTT flashbacks. Speaking of stuff that's over on our main Big Brother page, all of our interviews with the Big Brother Over the Top evicted people so far, and this Wednesday at 8:15, it is a different time than normal, Wednesday 8:15 p.m. we are live with Neely. Neely will be here live on Wednesday, November 2nd at 8:15 p.m. If you guys want 24/7 live feed updates over on Twitter, they're at BBOTT live feeds. Lastly, 3 best ways you can help support our shows, and it's going to have to do with giveaways right now. Number 1, become a patron. Patrons get weekly patron-only shows, access to the patron-only Facebook group, where we tell secrets we can't tell publicly. And if you're a patron, there's prize giveaways every week for patrons. Secondly, you can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. That's another great way. If you're like, I don't care about patrons, I just want to throw money at your face. Do it. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Now, lastly, and this is where we're going to talk prizes now. If you subscribe by the end of tonight, right here and you now, if you become a fan and subscribe, anybody that is a fan before the clock strikes midnight Eastern, you're all entered to win the last Oh My Lanta shirt. The last signed Jason Oh My Lanta shirt for anybody that subscribes in you now. And oh, what do you get if you subscribe? You get to watch all the You Now shows back. You also get little fun stickers and a special forum badge and dedicated chat and the big super messages. You get a lot of stuff if you subscribe here on You Now. Basically, you get all the bonus shows, the shows that we don't put on the website. Okay. And the number one fan on this show, we'll be getting a little Big Brother prize package. Eric, what's a Big Brother prize package? It's a little Baldwin Eagle. It's a Baldwin Eagle. It's a little Big Brother rubber ducky. And it's a little Big Brother face mask. It's a little bit, I gotta go to sleep, I'm tired. Okay, I'll put on my face mask. And a Baldwin, your little stuffed animal, and then your little rubber ducky. So that's what the number one fan on this show is getting, a little Big Brother prize package. And then, lastly, because I have one last Baldwin left, all people who use pumpkins on this show, you will all be noted. And then one random pumpkin user this show will also be getting a Baldwin. So if you use your little pumpkin down below, you also get a Baldwin. Why, Eric? Why are you so desperate for bars on this show? Because we need bars by midnight. We need lots of bars by midnight. So give them. How I never asked. Give them. So, number one fan, prize package. Anybody that subscribes before midnight, you're all entered to win the Jason shirt. I'll let you guys know who won that tomorrow. And then all the people that do pumpkin, you're all entered to win, boop-a-boop, a Baldwin. So, 3 prizes on this show. Subscribers, number one fan, and people who do pumpkin. Okay, pumpkins? Now it's going to be embarrassing if no one does pumpkin. Anyway. And don't hold out. And don't wait till the last 5 minutes. We're trying to keep electric bills. Oh, the pumpkin. There you go. Happy holidays from Amber619. Amber did a pumpkin. You're entered, Amber. You're entered. Yay! Love the pumpkins. Okay. What is the flamboyant cowboy $1 million whiny baby costume? Thanks, Pam G. I might not, depending on how crazy you guys go with pumpkins, I might not be able to acknowledge all your pumpkins, but trust me, all pumpkins are being noted. All pumpkins are being noted. Now, here's what I want to do also. We need to quickly recap Big Brother. It shouldn't take more than like 10 minutes to quickly recap Big Brother. Then, when we're done recapping Big Brother, if anybody wants to call in, we'll take some calls. We'll do some call-ins on this show too. If anyone wants to show off a costume or yell at me or whatever you want to do, we'll take call-ins. But first, let's quickly talk Big Brother and break it down since we last tuned in. Your super short rundown is Shelby got America's Care Package. She gets to eliminate 3 votes. But you know what Danielle said? Danielle was like, girl. 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 And putting on the block, you and Whitney. And then Danielle was like, well, I'm winning POV. Now, that was just your short little synopsis. I tricked everyone on Twitter when I tweeted out, oh my god, Danielle won America's Care Package. We did it, America, we rock. And then I was like, haha, tricked you. She was just opening it for Shelby because Shelby, as a lawyer, is too stupid to know how to open a package on her own. Too stupid to know how to open a package. So Danielle had to do it for her. Just let that sink in for a minute. Back to Big Brother, we found out, okay, so that was that. Then we had the safety ceremony. Over at the safety ceremony, Danielle was like, I am nominating Shelby and Whitney. Shelby and Whitney, that is who I am nominating. Then, earlier today, America had their voice. And what was it going to be? Is Reddit still influencing the votes? What is happening? Have all the sites band together successfully? Is production rigging it? What is the answer? Is Scott. We did it, everyone. We got Scott on the block. I mean, me. We got me on the block. Me on the block. After the girls make me up, I get out of the house, put on a gay hat, and Shane punches me in the face. P.S. I was going to go as a burn victim, but I felt it would be insensitive to Giselle. Anyway, so then they picked the POV players. And your POV players were obviously Danielle, Whitney, and Shelby. Now, here's what's interesting. Jason got picked by Danielle, like she drew his name, and Jason got super excited. But, Whitney picked Justin. Now, for those of you that didn't see what happened last night, Whitney has come to the dark side. Whitney's Jamboree, bitches. Whitney is Team Jamboree. Let's all welcome Whitney to the Jamboree, because she's on our team, everyone. Well, for now. Yes, the late night Jamboree kind of threw Danielle under the bus last night. I was kind of thinking it was strategy. Now maybe not so much. But they have turned Whitney. Whitney been turned. Yay for pumpkin. My favorite part is the people that watch this back will have no clue what pumpkin means. Anyway, that's why you gotta watch the show live. Basically what has happened. Scott has really horrible hair. Now you know I wear a hat. Basically, Chrissy and Justin were able to convince Whitney that Alex and Scott are going after them. And they've also kind of drank the Kool-Aid to think that perhaps Danielle is also working with the other side of the house. Ooh. So Whitney is now on board. She feels like she needs to save her life in this game. She feels she needs to work with the late night Jamboree. So back to what I just said, cutting over to the picking of the people. Whitney chooses Justin. Because Justin said he would take her off the block. Now, here's the thing. Justin didn't take his own alliance member off the block last week. I don't know. I mean, not last week. You know what I mean. I don't know that Justin's going to take you off, Whitney. But if Justin takes off Whitney, that's going to be some good feeds. That is going to be some good feeds. In my personal best case scenario, I would love for Whitney to come down, Scott to stay on the block, Morgan to go up, and America to vote out Morgan. That's what I would like to happen. Will it happen? No, probably not. We also know that Danielle has said she wants to force America to pick between her nominations, so she most likely is going to be removing Scott. I'm hoping Jason and Late Night Jamboree can talk her out of it. Now, lastly, to get up to current events. If you guys missed the POV comp earlier today, it was probably one of the best POV comps I've seen in a long time. Basically, they had like the ghost teller, storyteller people come on, and they were like, telling this whole story about the haunted Big Brother house, like this other house that was haunted, and the girl, and she killed the people in the house, and she needed to have her dolly and her brush, and like her dildo. I don't remember what all the shit was she needed, but she needed shit, and it happened in the house, and it was the haunted house, and it's the house that the Big Brother house is built on, and she's gonna haunt the house. Oh my god. And then, just for no reason, Big Brother was like, demon! Demon! Right in the middle of it. They were like, red rum, red rum. And I'm not kidding. Look, that really happened. They threw Nicole's face up. I mean, if it's Halloween, you got to throw Nicole's face up. And the whole entire house was like, oh shit, who's the monster? Who's the monster? Devil, devil, Beelzebub, Beelzebub. And it was fucking scary. It was scary. Throwing Nicole up there. Okay, so basically, the house guests needed for this POV to go through the house in the dark and find the stuff. They had to like find the brush of the little girl and the teeth of the grandma. I don't remember. But there was live actors in the house scaring the shit out of them, and it was the best. Justin was like, devil, I curse you. Begone, demon. Shelby was like, I will sue you. Shelby literally said at the start of the competition, if one of these people touch me, I will sue you. And then she proceeded to yell at every single one of them. She was like, don't you fucking come near me. I'll fucking cut you. I will sue your ass. I will sue you. And I don't know. Like, she was just yelling at all of them. And then one guy, she was like, she's like, fuck you. No, don't fuck me. Wow. Like, of course she made it about that. Anyway, Scott was the best. Scott literally screams like Mariah Carey hitting a high note. Do you remember back in the Big Brother days with Jerry and what's her face when she was like, Jerry, the socks, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That lady, I want to take a mashup of that one and mash it up with Scott yelling about all the people. Like, Scott was just like, I can't do this. No, I can't do this. Oh shit, Jesus, no, God, devil, word, like he couldn't handle it. He could not handle it. And it was Rennie, thank you. And Jason handled it really well too. Jason was just like, I'm just going through this house. He's like, how you do, boo? I think Jason handled it the way that I handled it. He just walked through and was like, I see you. How you doing? Oh, look at you with your cute little hat. Oh, I like what you're doing with yourself. Oh, look at you clinking your little clanky clanks. Like, Justin, no problem with it at all. And the final times was Shelby took the longest at 5:08. Whitney was then next at 4 minutes 53-ish. Jason was at 2:15-ish. Scott was at 2:08-ish. Justin was at 1:50. And of course, Danielle was at 1:37. I was making that graphic. I was in the middle of finishing the graphic, and I knew Danielle's one. Those were the ones that we got from, like, our thing. But I knew that there might be off, like, 10 seconds or so. But Danielle won. It's why you should all be following at BBOTT live feeds over on Twitter or hanging out in our chat room, because we time everything. We don't trust the government. We don't trust the man. We time things ourselves around here. So, of course, Danielle won. And it's going to be very interesting to see what she does. It's going to be very interesting to see the way the rest of this night plays out. For those of you that do not know, Luan, Liz, Julia, Austin, and I hear there might be more surprise guests, will be entering the house tonight in exactly 1 hour from now. In 1 hour from now, the Big Brother Halloween party will be starting, and house guests will be arriving in the house. And of course, I will be in our reality recaps chat room over on the feeds, watching it with all of you. But I may... Sorry. I don't know if the black was getting in my tongue. I may have, allegedly, as a joke, sent a text to 2 twins that I know and say, you know what would be really cool tonight is like if you were at a party and you saw an old friend who knew that you and your sister were sisters, and you told your old friend, gosh, it was real crazy how you figured out we were sisters that season of that game that we played together. That was crazy, Jason. I'm just saying. I just threw it out there. That'd be funny if they threw that out there in a party. I would like to see if it happens. Hi, RJ Mitchell. So I know that can't happen. I am sure Big Brother has threatened them within an inch of their life. I am sure Big Brother is like, here are the 5 phrases you're allowed to say. Shelby is a skank, because it seems like everybody that walks in the house likes to make digs at Shelby, and it's fine. You're allowed to mock the odor of the house. You're allowed to throw a dig. I feel like there's things that everybody does every time that they walk into that house. So, I don't know, whatever. I want the Nolan twins to have fun with Jason. I hope so. I can't wait to see what happens. Now, that being said, we are all kind of caught up heading in to tonight. So, does any of you in the chat room first have any questions? Do any of you have any questions on anything that has happened on Big Brother so far? Pam BB Fanatic says, I'm confused about what happened. Did Whitney flip for real? Are the Misfits really trying to turn Danny? The Misfits are not really trying to turn Danny, but I would say Whitney seems like she's flipping. Unless something has happened, I pretty much saw the feeds from this morning. Whitney did not tell Morgan or Alex really any of the conversation that she had with Chrissy, Jason, and Justin last night. Now, Dancing Amy says, Justin just doesn't trust Danielle at all. That's correct. It was mainly Justin, followed by Chrissy, that was really throwing Danny under the bus last night. And they did a really good job of even convincing Jason that Danielle was the one who voted Neely out. Like, they're really believing right now that it was Danielle that voted Neely out. So it's kind of like the justification that they're using to kind of go after him. Whitney is definitely smarter than she sounds and acts. I love Whitney. I think I have said all the time, I love Whitney. The fact that we can get Whitney onto the Late Night Jamboree side would be the best. That would be my favorite. Now, there was a lot of other stuff that was said last night that I'm sure a lot of people aren't too happy about. Justin seems to want to make some moves on Danielle. There was a lot of saying to Whitney by Chrissy, where were you all season? Because, you know, Whitney might have a little dirty mouth on her. Whitney told Justin last night to dick it and quit it. in regards to Danny. Told her to sleep with her to get her to do what they want. Oh yeah, dick it and quit it. That is what she said. Dick it and quit it. I don't like this piece of hair. Thanks for the pumpkin. Justin was bugging last night. He was. Oh, and then Alex came into the room last night. Alex was like, hi, could you guys just kind of keep it down in here? Like, Alex came in the room to spy on them, to see what they were talking about. And she's like, everybody just needs to use their inside voices. Like, all of a sudden, Alex is a constipated something. Like Whitney, after the POV ceremony, I forget who sent me the picture, but here is legitimately Whitney after the, not the POV ceremony, after the POV picking of the people. Here's Whitney. And here's Morgan. That's literally them after. But nobody seems to be confronting Whitney on it. Whitney, Morgan said something to Whitney when she was in the shower earlier today, right after the picks for the POV players, but it was really hard to hear, and I didn't really see like anything really came of it. I have a feeling it'll happen tomorrow. She said, hi, could you either keep it down or talk louder? No, she didn't say that. She was just like, can you please keep it down? I'm just trying to sleep on the other side of the wall. It's not like there's an entire other section of the house I could go to. Like, she insisted on sleeping up against the wall because she was eavesdropping. Our Town says, I just thought Chrissy was going to be the America's NOM. So glad Scott was chosen. I did not think that Chrissy would be America's NOM. I did not. I did not think it at all. Pretty much, I mean, how do I put it? If Chrissy would have ended up as America's NOM, I really would have felt like production was the ones controlling it. That's pretty much how I would have felt. I would have felt like production was the ones controlling it. Because every website was on board. We were on board. Rob's whole website was on board. I think Hamster Watch was on board. Every single place was on board for it. Eric, you're so Liza Minnelli in Cabaret. Thank you. Thank you. If you tuned in late and you were unaware, I am Steve. I was going to go for Steve. I am Scott. I forgot my cigarette, but I'm Scott after the girls made him up and I put a gay hat on and then I got punched in the face. That's who I am. By Shane. That is who I am. By the way, it's time for your Demon News Update. It's your Demon News Update. It's your Demon News Update. What's your Demon News Update? Oh my God, I'm not back. Your Demon News Update is, if you just came to the show, quick reminder, number one fan is winning a Big Brother prize package, a little Big Brother prize package for whoever the number one fan is on the show. Sleep Mask, Ducky, Baldwin, and all the people that use pumpkins are gonna be in the contest for just a Baldwin, and anybody that subscribes by the end of tonight, you're all entered to win the last Jason signed shirt. Just should throw that in there because we have like double the people now. Sorry. Halloween costume has a backstory. Every Halloween costume has a backstory. They all have backstories. Knit Nat, what did Rob say? Ooh, I missed that. Whitney is now with Team Misfits. Danny just told her about the other side throwing her under the bus. Right, but here's the part that I don't get. I don't really know where Jason falls into all of this. I don't know if Jason is really being more loyal right now to Whitney, or if Jason is just telling Whitney what he thinks she needs to hear to get her on their side this week. I know that they've been saying stuff about Danielle when Whitney is not in the room, which would lead me to believe that they're not really that they're not really having Danny's back, but we don't know. We don't know. What time do the has-beens show up in the house? That is rude. That is very rude. And they will be in the house in 55 minutes. So, if anybody, I don't even know if this is going to work, but let's try it and let's see if it's going to work. Let's try it and let's see if it's going to work. Here's hoping. Here is hoping. Oh, hi. Is this creepy voice dude? Hello? Is this like meta because it's like my voice back to me, so I'm supposed to be the creepy voice dude? Okay, that was fun. Thanks for calling. Bye. I don't know if Justin really trusts Whitney, but is just covering Justin's butt. I agree, Dance and Amy. I kind of think that's probably what it is. But Justin also has this pattern. Like, Justin flirts with girls, and then kind of when they like shut him down, then he likes talk shit about them. He's very juvenile in that way. As much as I like Justin, and I think he is very a very old soul in a lot of ways, then in other ways he's like very juvenile. And I think with anything that involves sexuality, I feel like Justin is very juvenile. Like, if you don't like me, then I'm going to talk mean about you. I'm not sleeping in bed with a guy. I'm not, no, oh my God, there was a contest where a guy had to lick something off another guy. I am never letting another guy lick me. Okay, I'm just jealous. He's a big baby when it comes to women. Yeah, I think when sexuality in general, he's kind of a big baby. Jason doesn't trust anyone, does he? No, I don't think Jason trusts anybody completely. I think Jason is just doing whatever he feels he needs to do to get from week to week. I think that is what Jason's strategy is. He's going to be most loyal to the Misfits, but he's willing to bend and move it. And I think what Jason saw earlier in this week is that he doesn't know that he can completely trust Alex and Scott. So now he's kind of making more of a play for Whitney. No, I don't blame Jason at all. Everyone, that's the game. Just like I didn't blame Justin when he did it. I didn't blame Alex and Scott. I loved when the people started crossing sides and wanting to work together. That's Big Brother. That's the game. That's what gives us good feeds. I see you're evil. Thank you. Does anyone know how many coins I need? I lost your question. I'm sorry. I wouldn't trust anyone. No, you can't trust anybody. Is Danielle going to take Scott off the block? We don't know, TL Clooney. We do not know yet. Last we heard from Danielle, her dream scenario was that she wins POV, pulls Scott off the block, and then, forces America to choose between her two nominees. Now, tomorrow, which would be, Tuesday? Oh my God, what day is this? It's Monday. Tomorrow would be Tuesday. We have the veto meeting at 4 o'clock. So we will know tomorrow by 4 p.m. Eastern. And of course, you can get that schedule over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/BBOTT. It's right in the middle of the page. Really, Danielle hates Scott. She does hate Scott, but she doesn't want 3 people to be up there come eviction night. And the smartest move that she's making is getting out 2 people that have not won a care package yet. So basically, she put Shelby up. She should have put Morgan and Whitney up, because it would behoove them to get a care package winner out of the house and a girl out of the house at the same time. I'm holding on to hope that... she's taking Whitney down, says Kathy. Okay, so maybe that's late breaking news. Who is she putting up, Kathy? Who is she putting up then? I see a few of you are telling me that she... Oh my God. Yes. 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 So my dream scenario seems to be coming true. Happy freaking holidays. So apparently, Danny is going to take down Whitney and put up Morgan. As of right now, we have like 20 hours until the POV to the POV ceremony. But as of right now, she's putting up Morgan. Oh my God, I will rally the shit out of Twitter to get Morgan out of this house. What do I have to do for you all to cast your votes for Morgan? Whatever you want, I'll do it. It's Halloween. I'm not me right now. I'm Scott. Handy J's on the corner. Mouth hugs. Whatever you guys want. I am doing it for votes. I'm doing it for votes. Votes for Morgan. I will do it. I'll do it all. Anything. Give your votes to Morgan. Get Morgan out of this house. Scott is stupid. Stupid. Don't waste the vote on Scott. I do have to... Rob has a podcast mentioned you yesterday. That's awesome. What did he say? They are voting Scott. Our vote wouldn't matter. I don't know about that. There's still 2 days until voting. Even if we vote Morgan, I don't think they would have the votes to leave. Shelby will eliminate votes. You're correct. Morgan won't go home. Alex won't let it happen. Look, never say never. Never say never. You don't know what's going to happen. Nobody thought Whitney... Yes, this time yesterday, none of us thought Whitney was coming over to Team Late Night Jamboree. But it happened. We have a whole nother day before... We have a whole 2 more days before voting. You have no clue how this house can flip. And Alex may not have a say, by the way. Whitney could vote Morgan out. Exactly. And the Late Night Jamboree just saved Whitney. So, are you sure your precious Morgan's safe? If you're so sure your precious Morgan's safe, just go ahead and give her a little vote. Just go ahead and give her a little vote if you're so sure. What do you want for it? Whatever you want, we'll do it. Why are there feeds on the fish? Eduardo, I think you should write to complaints@cbs.com and write a lengthy letter complaining. They're going to read it, and they're going to value your opinion, and they're going to take it to heart, and they're going to remove all fish from the feeds. Because they will. Danny would rather Scott go. Great feeds on the way. I don't know. I think it would be better feeds if Morgan went personally, but we'll see what happens. Still have to get rid of 3 people's votes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And again, the plan right now is to take down Whitney and put up Morgan. We still have a whole day. For those of you that don't know, they're getting ready in their costumes now. It starts at 7:15. Starts at 10:15. Oh, they changed the time of the party. Now it doesn't start at 9 anymore. Now it starts at 10. Is there any way Big Brother can stick to a schedule? So if it's 7:15 Big Brother time, they originally said it was supposed to be 6 Big Brother time. So now they just changed it to 7:15. Awesome. That's kind of like earlier today when I made sure to set my alarm to remind me to go to the chat room early for the America's NOM choice, and it already happened. I like when production is like, fuck you, feedsters, we're gonna do what we want. Here's your Halloween trick, we're doing whatever we want. Just like always. Fuck you. Seriously, what happened with the third nom today? Yeah, 30 minutes early, Ed Rizzo. 30 minutes early. And now they've been telling us all day, 6 p.m. for the party, and now it's at 10:15 apparently. I mean 7:15, which for us would be 10:15. Well, that's fun. They told them they had 2 hours to get ready. Oh, here was my other point. They're also interjecting these other house guests into the house right now, putting Liz, Julia, and Austin, 3 people from Justin's season, into that house might spark something within Justin to switch stuff up. And Danielle listens to what Jason... Did I say Justin? I meant Jason. I've been doing that all day. I've been switching Jason and Justin all day. That's why I say we really aren't going to know until after, or at least until it gets closer to POV ceremony time. I would not count anything locked in until after this Halloween party. I wouldn't. Like what? Like, I don't know, Tawana. All I know is Liz is a human being, Julie is a human being, Austin is a human being. They are all friends with Jason in real life. Let's put it this way. If I knew that my best friend was in a house playing this game for all this money, I would know things I could say to him that production might not understand or other house guests might not understand, but it might be just enough to trigger something in him. Like, here's an example. Let's say I was part of a Big Brother cast, and after the season was over, we were all sitting around talking, going, oh my God, I can't believe we didn't figure that, and I can't believe we didn't figure that. And wasn't it crazy when so-and-so came back to host a competition? And then they could go, you know, if we ever get back on the show and you have to come back in to host a competition, you should, like, pretend like something got stuck in your eye. And if I see you say something got stuck in your eye, I'm going to know there's some big twist I'm not realizing. Or something like that. I'm just saying. That's probably too obvious. Did you ever play Taboo? It's kind of like Taboo. Like, it's kind of like Taboo. You just have things that your friends understand about you. There are just things that your friends know about you that you can, like, give a look or say something or reference something that they will know, oh, we're in public. We can't talk about that, but I totally know what you're saying. I wouldn't be surprised if Liz or Julia or Austin attempt to do something. Which is why I don't think they should be allowed to go back in the house, by the way. Hi, Ollie. Are you going to guest in? If you're not going to guest in, I don't care for your comments. Guest in, Ollie. We need a pumpkin challenge. I'll match the next 2 people given a pumpkin. You don't have to match them, but yes, give pumpkins. We only have like 30 minutes left. We only have 30 minutes left on this show. The number one fan is currently Pam, baby fanatic. Pam is in the running to win her Big Brother sleep mask, a Baldwin, and the last rubber ducky. And that anyone that does pumpkins are all in the running for a Baldwin. And anyone who subscribes before midnight, last signed Jason O'Malanta shirt. Fun times. Is Neely coming on the show? Neely will be on the show Wednesday night at 8:15 Eastern after John's Survivor show. Pam's also giving pumpkins. I think she's in the running. She might be in the running. Danielle does save Scott. If Danielle does save Scott, I believe it will be the end of her game. It very well could be. You're looking great. Thank you, Ollie. I appreciate it. But I couldn't help but notice you're not in guest. So Danny said after the veto comp, she hates to break her deal. She has to break her deal? She hates to break her deal with Scott and Jason. Interesting. I think pumpkins are not available on mobile. Oh, I hear what you're saying. Maybe they are. I don't know. I was just trying to think of a fun way for people to give pumpkins. Let's hope she means it. I hope so too. Brr. Eric, are you going to do another show later tonight? Probably not. No. Because I have a feeling the party is going to be on the feeds for a long time tonight. I'm going to be hanging out in the Reality Recaps chat room tonight. So I'll be in the chat room with all you guys. We can all watch over there and talk tomorrow. Talk in there, and then tomorrow we will do another show when we don't have to be in Halloween stuff, and we can do a more appropriate Big Brother show. Also, people coming on the show this week: Tegan, Alex's boyfriend, and Winston, Whitney's boyfriend, will also be fun guests we'll be having on the show this week, not weekend, sometime this week. How much chocolate did you eat for your lips to get like this? Oh, fun story. None. That's called no, but. Pumpkins are on iPhones. Okay, yay. Right, I got it. I got what you're saying, Leslie K. I thought Alex was a mummy. It looks like she is the bride. Will you be on Twitter later? I'm always on Twitter. Let's go check in with the @BB18, BB18. Let's go check in with the @BBOTT feed updaters and see what they are showing from the house. Also, not planned ahead of time, so this will be embarrassing if they didn't do it, but I am so confident, even when being live, to know, of course our live feeders are on top of this. Looks like, who the hell is that? Morgan? I guess Morgan is a green goblin of some sort. Doesn't look like anybody else really is into putting any of their costumes on yet. Ooh, someone's a fireman. It's like I see Jason with some fireman clothing. I loved last night. I mean, I just have to say, and honestly, I know people think I'm tooting the horn because it's part of Reality Recaps, but in case you guys don't know, Dana, who covers Big Brother Canada, Dana is the one that oversees all the live feed updaters. I really have nothing to do with it. It is all her baby, and she and all of them are mind-blowing amazing. I just couldn't believe that this morning at 5 o'clock, all this stuff is going down on the feeds, and I'm like, nobody is talking about this. I don't even know why I'm going to bother. And then I go to the BBOTT live feed update account. Oh, it's all right there. It's like, oh my god, they're amazing. I think it was Jade Oliver last night who was updating it all. It was amazing. Jason is a deadly doctor. Isn't it Justin who is the fireman? Justin's so excited about his NOFD costume. Yeah. You love my little hat. Thank you. I love it too. But it's not mine. It's Scott's. I'm Scott. I'm Scott wearing a gay little hat after I get out of the house and Shane punches him in the eye. It's my costume. And for those of you who want to know why my lips are black, it's because I accidentally kissed Giselle earlier and she sucked my soul out. Your soul comes through your lips. That's what she does. She's a succubus. Vampires, right, so Danielle is a vampire, Whitney is the devil. I would have said that before she got on to Team Late Night Jamboree. Yes, thank you, Zach. We are aware. We are aware, Zach. Is this the Halloween event thing? Are you talking about in the house? Yes, it starts now. It starts in 2 hours from now. Now it is starting in 2 hours because Big Brother hates us. Danny is a fun killer. Oh, if only she was a giraffe killer. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, I am saying so many times this show. I shouldn't have drawn attention to it. Scott is a creeper. Well, okay. Now, if anybody wants to guest in, and you don't have to, I don't blame you. If any of you want to guest in, you can totally guest in now. I have a feeling no one's guesting in because they know this is a show that's going on the website. Now no one wants to guest in and be on the website. Yeah, it's gonna end up on the website. This is his everyday look. Yes, this is my everyday look. This is the event everyone was talking about. Do you mean our show? Our show is always the place everyone is talking about. Number one fan win prizes. Yes, indeed. And it is Pam at the moment. It is Pam at the moment. And we have just over 15 minutes left of this show. And I might be going live later. I don't know. No, the STD live. Oh my god. Is Morgan going to be a witch? That will be so funny because of Justin. Yes, Morgan is going to be a witch, and apparently Justin is terrified of witches, and Morgan has said she cannot wait to torment Justin as a witch. So that is what we saw and what happened. The shoes they gave Whitney were amazing. Oh, I did not see those yet. Morgan is going to put a spell on us. Morgan couldn't put a spell on a cheeseburger. Morgan has already scared Justin. All right, let's see if we have any more. Let's see if we have any more updates. Looking for more pictures. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Da-da-da-da-da-da. God, Zach, no you're not. And I swear to God, watch this. Watch this. Just because I'm sure people think I'm not being serious. Guests zeroed, Zach. You don't show up. I don't know why, Zach. There's something wrong. You just don't show up when you try and guest in. I don't know why. Somebody the other show was like, I don't believe Zach wasn't showing up. And I wanted to be like, eat a dick. But now you saw he's not there. I don't know why. More of a reason to put Morgan as a renom. Yeah, it is. I agree. I don't know what's even going on. Well, you're going to do good in life. I care too much about my friends and family to pay Big Brother. Me too. Well, I guess, and I mean, we can hang out here and talk a little bit, but I don't want to bore the people who are watching it on the playback. So clearly something is happening that we can't guest people in. So I'm going to end it for the people watching the playback, I'm not ending the show for you, you now people. So just hold tight 1 second, or even less. Here's all I'm going to say. Everybody watching this back later, don't forget Wednesday, November 2nd at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. This Wednesday, we are live with Neely taking your guys' questions. If you want to support our shows, you can become a patron. You can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, or you can subscribe here in YouNow. And if you want, do it before midnight, because everyone that does it before midnight is entered to win our last signed Jason